the evolution of movie villains from the silent era to today.
I'm standing here. You make a move. You make a move. It's your move.
Villains have always been an essential part of movies. From the earliest days of cinema to the present day, audiences have been captivated by the dastardly deeds of characters like Dracula, Darth Vader and the Joker. But how have movie villains changed and evolved over time? In this script, we'll take a journey through the history of cinema to explore the fascinating evolution of movie villains.
I am inevitable.
Movie villains have always been an important part of the storytelling process. They provide and tension that can elevate a movie from good to great. But as cinema has evolved over the years, so have the villains. In the early days of silent cinema, villains were often one-dimensional characters who were easily defeated by the heroic protagonist. As technology improved and cinema became more sophisticated, however, villains became more complex and nuanced. One of the earliest movie villains was Count Orlok, the vampire from the 1922 film Nosferatu. With his gaunt features and rat-like appearance, Orlok was a truly frightening character who embodied the fears of the time. In the 1930s and the 1940s, horror movies were dominated by Universal Pictures, which produced classic films like Frankenstein, Dracula and the Wolfman. These movies featured iconic villains like Dracula, played by Bela Lugosi.
Children of the night, what music they make.
And the Frankenstein monster, played by Boris Karloff. In the post-war World War II era, movie villains began to change. With the rise of film noir, villains became more morally ambiguous and less easily defeated. Characters like Harry Lime, played by Orson Welles in The Third Man.
Well, I still do believe in God only. I believe in God and mercy and all that, but the dead are happier dead.
And Tom Powers, played by James Cagney in The Public Enemy, were ruthless and immoral, but also charming and charismatic.
Books and all that stuff don't hide everything. You're a liar, Tom. You're covering up. Covering up? For what? For you? Oh, you're nothing but a sneak thief. What did you say?
In the 1960s and the 1970s, the movie villain underwent another transformation. With the rise of the counterculture and the decline of the studio system, villains became more subversive and challenging. Characters like Travis Bickle, played by Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver, and Alex DeLarge, played by Malcolm McDowell in A Clockwork Orange, were disturbing and unsettling, but also fascinating in their own way.
Hey, what kind of guns you guys carry? 38s, 45s, 357 Magnums, something bigger maybe?
In recent years, movie villains have continued to evolve. With the rise of superhero movies, villains have become more complex and sympathetic. Characters like Eric Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan in Black Panther, and Thanos, played by Josh Brolin in the Avengers movies, have motivations that are more nuanced than simply "I want to take over the world."
Now, what do you want?
I want the throne.
Hey, you, the tuna.
As cinema has evolved, so have the villains. From one-dimensional monsters to morally ambiguous anti-heroes, movie villains have come a long way. But what is it about these characters that makes them so compelling? Perhaps it's their complexity, their charisma, or their ability to challenge our beliefs and values. Whatever the reason, movie villains continue to captivate audiences to this day.
I lived my entire life waiting for this moment. I trained, I lied, I killed.
So next time you're watching a movie, take a moment to appreciate the villain. Think about how far they've come since the early days of cinema and how they continue to challenge and inspire us to this day. From Count Orlok to Thanos, movie villains have come a long way over the years. One thing remains the same: they continue to captivate and terrify us in equal measure. So the next time you're watching a movie, don't be afraid to root for the bad guy. After all, they may just be the most interesting character on the screen. So thanks for joining us on this journey through the evolution of movie villains. We hope you enjoyed this video. If we've missed any awesome movie villains, let us know in the comments below, guys. I'm interested to see which is your favourite movie villain of all time. Until next time, guys, Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.